it's Jean here and welcome to my channel. So today I thought we'll do another mukbang slash dinner date because I know it's been a while and I really enjoyed doing these, but it's just really hard trying to figure out how to do it with Coco running around in the background. Coco! Oh, hey! I have a bad habit of losing him, then I figure out he's just like right under my feet, so yeah. But anyways, I thought since we are now in spring and I tried something a few weeks ago which I really liked, so I thought I would do it again and share it with you guys for today's dinner. And today I thought we will be trying something healthy and making a salsa. So I'm going to flip this camera around and show you what ingredients I have, but I'll put a photo here of what we're making. This is kind of like my twist on like a healthy like nacho salsa. So yeah, so this is pretty much what we need. I know it looks like a lot, but it just looks so pretty with all the different colors. And I've already prepared and chopped most of the veggies. Now I don't know about you guys, but I always have trouble taking in a lot of vegetables and intake. So when I cook, I try to put as much as I can just to stay healthy without kind of knowing. So what I did was get some of my favorite veggies and things that are really nice and colorful, because the prettier your food is, the more enticing it is for you to eat. So this is a vegetarian based salsa, I guess. So what I've got is I've got some chickpeas, corn, cucumber, celery, carrot, tomato, capsicum, some purple cabbage. I usually use red onion when I make salads or salsas, but because I didn't have any, I'm actually using like red shallot. But yeah, and I've also got some halloumi cheese which I've cut into little cubes, and I've also got some sour cream, and these are gluten-free corn chips which we'll use to eat later. And I've also got some flavoring as well. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cooking up some of these and leaving some of these raw. So I've got my pan here with a little olive oil, and I'm going to cook the halloumi first because I'm going to try and do like a one pan cook up just so I don't have to clean up a lot of different pans. So I'm just waiting for the olive oil to heat up, and it's just a little bit of olive oil, and I've got my halloumi. So I'm going to wait for that to warm up a bit and then pop this in. So that looks about ready, so I'm going to turn off the heat and transfer it to a plate. So now the halloumi is done, next thing I'm going to do is cook the corn. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use butter instead of oil. You can use oil if you want. I don't know, when I do my corn I like using the butter, so I'm just going to put some generous amount of butter to my pan, turn on the heat and wait for the butter to melt. And once the butter is melted, I'm just going to pop in my corn. Now once the corn is nicely shiny and most of the juice from the corn is gone, I'm going to add in some seasoning. So the first thing I'm going to add is some salt and pepper. And I'm also going to add some chicken powder. Like seriously guys, this is like, I add this to everything. It's so good. This is kind of like my secret recipe, like my secret weapon. So I'm going to put some chicken salt in there as well. And I'm going to put some garlic powder and some paprika. And give that a good mix. Now to also give it kind of like a salty yet sweet taste, I'm also going to add a little bit of sugar. I mean, you don't have to put this, but I find that adding sugar makes it taste a whole lot better. And you pretty much just keep stirring that till the corn is nice and golden but not burnt. Now you might see a little bit of chunky bits of flavouring, but that's okay. So the corn is now starting to pop and it almost looks golden but not burnt. So I'm going to turn this off and set this aside. Now that that's done, last thing I'm going to do is cook my chickpeas. So I'm going to get some more butter and just pop that in. So with the chickpea, I'm going to add a few other things in because I like to kind of balance out the consistency, and I'm not a big fan of celery, so that's why I put this in. So the first thing I'm going to do is add the onions or shallot, and I'm also going to add in the carrots and the celery. And give that a good mix. And also the chickpea. Now once this looks nice and glossy and some of the juice is coming out from the chickpea and the veggies, I'm just going to add some seasoning. So for this I'm adding, this is Cajun Spice mix. I don't know if you can see that, but pretty much before I was mixing in some paprika, cumin powder, garlic and some onion powder anyway, but then I realized this one pretty much has it all in with some other stuff like mustard flour, black pepper and thyme and oregano. So I'll just put some of this in just for flavor. So it just gives it a really nice Cajun kind of flavoring, and it also smells like Mexican, so that's always tasty. I don't know about you guys, but I always add a lot of spices to my food because it just brings out a lot of flavor in it. Once that's all mixed, I'm also going to add in some capsicum because I'm not really a big fan of capsicum as much, so I'm just going to put that in just to kind of soften it so it's a little bit easier to eat. So now that we've got everything cooked, we've got our corn, we've got our chickpea mix and our halloumi. Now it's time to put everything together. So I'm just going to put some of this. I mean, if you're not a fan of Cajun spices, then you can pretty much put whatever spice you want or just salt and pepper. But I, as I said, like a lot of flavorings, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm also going to add in some corn. Grilled corn is like one of my favorite things, and this is seriously so tasty. And some halloumi cheese. I've never really had halloumi cheese before until like a couple of weeks ago, but surprisingly it's not bad. I mean, if you're a vegetarian, I don't know whether you can eat this or not. I guess if you're vegan you probably can't, but I don't know, if you're looking at going vegetarian, then maybe you should try halloumi cheese because it's really not that bad. And once I've got that in, I'm also going to add some cold, I guess, vegetables as well. So I've got some tomato, and some cucumber, and also some purple cabbage. And the good thing about this is you can pretty much add whatever vegetables you like because it will still go really well. And once that's up, I'm going to top it off with some sour cream. I mean, I guess if you're going health freak, you can probably skip the sour cream, but I ain't gonna lie, I love sour cream. So I'm going to top it off with some sour cream as well as some chives as well. It's probably best if you use fresh chives, but I don't have any, so I've got some frozen ones right here because I don't normally finish all my herbs, and it's such a waste when you don't finish it. So ta-da! And that's pretty much it. This is my healthy, I don't know what to call it, but I'm going to call it a nice healthy salsa. So let's eat. Okay, so now I've got my salsa, I've got some peach iced tea, which isn't exactly healthy, but YOLO. And I've also got some corn chips. These are the Coles gluten-free ones. I don't know, like, I think I buy these because I think gluten-free means it's better for you, which is probably not, but I actually like these over like Doritos and things like that because they're more like just corn chips. And sometimes it's just better tasting like corn than cheese, so that, I'll put this down there. And then what I'm going to do is just mix this up and eat it. Look how nice this is. This is so good, and it just makes me feel so healthy, which probably isn't really that healthy. Like with all the corn in this, it's probably not, but nah, It's a thought that counts. So I don't know about you guys, but I like to mix my food. I think there are two types of people in this world. There are the types that like their food, different food kind of separate, and those that just like to mix everything together. And I'm the person that likes to mix everything together. I don't know, I feel like I'm eating baby food a lot of time because I mix it so much, but I like it. So just gonna put some on my corn. Bon appetit! It's so good. I reckon I could eat this all summer. And you want to make sure you've got a little bit of everything on it as well. So let me know what you're having for dinner. I feel like it's been a while since we had dinner together. And to be honest, I don't really have anything going on right now. Like, I haven't been going out or really doing anything. I've just been at home, focused with Coco, getting him training and stuff. And it's been pretty hard. Like, I've been saying it for a while, but I might do like a separate post about him later on when I have the time. But yeah, I really haven't been doing much lately. Like, he's now just a bit under 5 months, so I feel like we've had him for over 2 months now, so he's starting to get into a routine where I feel comfortable leaving him home by himself. So now I'm starting to really get back and doing stuff like going back to swimming, which I've only been back like once, but let's see how that goes. So I thought on this day, since I'm eating kind of healthy, I'll talk about, you know, just the battles with weight and I guess ongoing struggles. Like, I think I'm at that stage where I'm comfortable to admit that I'm not a small person. I am overweight for my height, and I think I just have to learn to, I've kind of learned to accept that, but it doesn't mean that, you know, just because I've accepted it doesn't mean that I'm really happy about it. And I do admit sometimes it makes me really sad, especially now when, you know, spring, summer's coming up and there's a lot of like parties, carnivals, weddings, and I'm like so not prepared. I don't have anything. I've just been trying to find dresses to wear and I can't fit anything, and it's really depressing. I think I've mentioned it in a previous mukbang, but I feel like it's like a constant issue with me, with weight and exercising. And I do read a lot of the comments because, let's be honest, I don't really get much, so I can actually read it all. And someone commented like just advice about losing weight and stuff, which I thought was really good. And it's true. Coco's eating his dinner too, and he's a bit loud. He doesn't have any manners yet. Hey buddy, you finished? Did you like your breakfast? I mean your dinner? Did you like the dinner? You can't have mine. Okay. This is why I haven't posted any videos, because I find it hard with Coco just running around. Hey buddy. So yeah, it's been an ongoing battle, but I think I've pretty much done like all the diets out there. I've done the lemon detox, I've done the Atkins diet, I've done the 5-2, like the cabbage diet and the soup diet. The soup diet was actually probably one of my favorites. Like, I still actually to this day sometimes make the soup because it's actually quite nice, a veggie soup. I bought him like a little steak from Coles yesterday. I wasn't sure whether he liked it because I bought him this big hamburger from Kmart and he's not really so much interested, but I think because this is smaller, he actually really likes it. So yeah, I've been doing diets probably since I was about 15. To be honest, like, I think I started putting on baby fat when I was like 9 years old, and it didn't really bother me then. Because, you know, you can always just blame it on baby fat. But then when I was about 15, I think my mum went on the Atkins diet, so I kind of went on that as well with her. And it was really hard because it was the first time I kind of went on like a proper diet. And I think we would have lasted like 2 months or so. There's just so much vitamins that you have to take. I think the worst diet I went on was probably the lemon detox diet. I actually enjoyed the lemon detox because I do like this kind of like a more sour kind of citrus taste. But drinking that, I literally lasted 4 days, which wasn't too bad because I did lose 4 kilos in 4 days. But the only bad thing was when you stop, I put on a lot of weight after that. I guess that was kind of like the point where I just kind of started gaining since then. And I think nowadays I've accepted, instead of doing like really strict diets that I know I'm going to fail in, I should try and set my expectations low and just focus on little things, like little changes. For example, adding more vegetables in your food, in your meal as well, having half veggies and less carbs and less meat as well. And I'm actually not as bad eating vegetables because I actually like it, especially like asparagus, pumpkin, and green beans. I really like green beans. Seriously, he's like a psycho dog. Come on. Hey. Ugh. So let me know if you've done anything small or any changes in your lifestyle that has continuously stayed that way. Because I always find it hard, like especially when you make big changes, to stick to it. Usually I'll give it like a good month before I give up. It's just so good and it's so refreshing as well. Like it doesn't make you feel bloated or heavy after. Because it's pretty much mostly all vegetables. I don't know about you guys, but when I eat something like this, especially when there's corn in it, it makes me want to chew a lot more. Because I'm always worried that corn doesn't digest properly in your body and it comes out the other end looking like corn. And I know this is going to sound crazy, but it probably is crazy, but I don't know. Let me know if you think about this as well. But I feel like I'm always, every time I go to sleep, I'm always like, it's either because I was on the internet trying to find like a new dress or something, realize I don't fit it or it doesn't look good on me. And I get really sad before I go to sleep, and I'm always thinking, you know what, tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up early, I'm going to go for a run. I've never mentioned this in the previous mukbang, but I want to go for a run, I'm going to start doing really healthy and start eating really well. And I feel like I'm constantly running in my head, that my head is no longer joined to my body, and my brain thinks that I am skinnier than I think I am. Therefore, I think I'm skinny, but yet my body is completely the opposite. I mean, it probably does sound crazy now that I've said that, but I don't know, let me know if you've had something similar where you feel like psychologically your brain is like on a different level to your body. Like, you know, a lot of people say people with anorexia, they look at their body and they think that they're really, really fat. But what if you were obese, but you thought you were really skinny? Well, I'm not saying that I think I'm really skinny, but sometimes in my head, like, I don't really picture myself as being larger as I am. And I don't know, I guess it's like a confidence kind of thing, like it doesn't really bother me. I don't know. That being said, now that summer is coming up, I really want to try and eat more vegetables and salad. But I feel like I'm always running out of ideas in what salad to make. And it's always the same boring salad. And you don't want to get sick of eating salads. Sometimes I make too much of the same one and then I get sick of it. And then it puts me off for a while. So let me know if you have really nice, any nice salad recipes. So this doesn't really look appetizing, but it is seriously really good. I could eat this all the time, if I could. I mean, I'll probably get sick of it eventually, but you know what will go really nice with this? Tomato soup. But this makes a really nice salsa salad. Like, seriously, I don't feel bloated eating this. And there's so much flavor in it as well. Like, I don't feel like I'm eating just a whole lot of veggies. I mean, if you really want to, you can probably add avocado. You can turn this into a salad and add like kale or lettuce instead of eating it with corn chips. It's probably better for you if you don't eat it with corn chips. Like, I try to keep this healthy, but I guess corn chips aren't really that healthy. I don't know. We're almost done, Coco. So, last bite. That was so good. And I feel like this is something you can eat for dinner or lunch as well. So anyways, that was the end of our dinner date. I hope you enjoyed your dinner. I hope you like this video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. And also make sure you subscribe to watch more. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Oh, you want this steak?